Hey, what do you say? It's the best week of the year. It's San Diego ComicCon at home week. Sadly, it's at home. My name is Tommy Paradise. Welcome in to the Run-In Podcast.
It's showtime, folks. It's your boy DJ. I'm back up in the rafters after, I've been like Elton John here. I've been the Rocket Man all over the place, but I'm back home now.
Hell yeah, man. You had a very nice weekend celebrating your birthday over there in Vegas.
Over in Vegas. And you know what? I also had my yearly physical, and I got a clean bill of health.
Oh man, we're old talking about that kind of shit.
Yes, I had my cholesterol was that of an 18-year-old.
Wow,
literally. So,
wow.
So yeah,
right.
So I'm feeling good. And then all this uptick in wrestling, with the people there is something else, isn't it?
Oh man, we got a full show for you guys today. It's unreal. Yeah. Going back to your whole deal about the
feeling good
physical.
Yeah,
I'm way overdue for physical because of COVID, man. I gotta go to the dentist. I gotta go to I gotta get a physical. I'd like an online thing.
Right.
I just been popping blue chews and living life, man. But man,
hey,
I gotta
That's
get
good for your mental health too.
Yeah. I gotta get in there, and they left me a message like 3 months ago, like, "Hey, we want to actually have you come into the office."
Right?
Yeah, I'm good. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But as we get older here, we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful,
right? Because I got 2 more years here until they're gonna start
going up your butt.
Looking in other places.
You're gonna start getting fisted.
I hope not. Jeez.
That's
well, I know I'm gonna get the hose like that.
Fisted with a camera,
right? Yeah. Jeez.
I
guess give me a few drips, and then maybe I'll be all right.
We're 2 minutes in, and we're already off the rails here. All right, let's go. I'm here for it, man. I am here for it.
Hey, man, I like what happened on Instagram earlier today.
Yeah, we said we got a huge show for you guys this week. First, don't forget that this show is brought to you by Figure Collections and figurecollections.com. Big news coming from Figure Collections, our boy Jack. There is going to be a Figure Collections exclusive figure coming within the next 7 days. You're not going to want to miss it. I promise. I promise. I'll tell you about it all off the air, DJ. I'll even show you some pictures maybe. But I got all the inside information. It's going to be sick. So stay tuned. That will be announced in the next 7 days or so. And don't forget to go to figurecollections.com/shop. Use the code RUN10 to save 10% on the cello retros that our boy Jack's got there. Check his eBay store. It's figurecollections.com/store. And then he wants you guys to know that he's got a free online database of all figures, every figure, wrestling figures. Did you know there's 320 Undertaker figures?
I did not know that.
That's a true statement. There's also 0 Mike Tenay figures.
What?
Did you know that? I just did a search. 0 Mike Tenay figures.
Come on, Mike.
We need more announcer figures. But anyway.
I want to have my announce table in here.
That's right. You got you can get all that information over at figurecollections.com and keep your eyes peeled to our social media, his social media, because like I said, man, we got that big Figure Collections exclusive dropping in the next 7 days. Save some of your pennies from San Diego Comic-Con exclusives and stuff like that, because you're going to want this. I promise.
If you missed out on something, now you got something to look forward to.
Absolutely. So we'll get more into that a little bit later on. Just a heads up, guys, we are recording on Thursday. So if you're listening to this over the weekend or Monday, there might be some stuff that we missed. Just full disclosure, just putting it out there. We got the YouTube channel we want you to hit up. YouTube.com/The Run-In Podcast. Full disclosure on that. I am about 2 episodes behind on the video episodes. I've been talking with Buy Sell Trade Toys about our giveaways and stuff, and I really got to get down there and meet up with him and do a vlog. We got to get some vlogs up there. I've been slacking a little bit. I know the pro wrestling crate is coming within the next couple days, so I'll put that up. My Brutus the Barber Beefcake Legends is on its way from Target, so I may unbox that and throw it up there. So Stuff's coming. We just got to get some stuff here in hand, and we'll get that going. But also
rocking. We are rocking.
ProWrestlingTees.com/runinpod. By the way, shout out to John Swallow from the Coming Down the Aisle podcast. Woo woo!
Yeah,
he bought one of our shirts during the sale, and he was wearing it on the Turnbuckle Tavern.
He looked pretty good in it too.
He did. He bought the Raw is War style shirt, and he was rocking that shit on the Turnbuckle Tavern YouTube show, the Raw recap show. So check that out if you haven't already. Subscribe to their YouTube channel while you're over at ours. You can follow along on Twitter. Our Twitter is @RunInPodcast. Of course, we got our brand new website, runinpod.com. All our discount codes and stuff are up there. All that good stuff. And so check out runinpod.com. DJ, you got the drip flowing?
I got the drip flowing.
Yeah. Proper 12, baby. Proper 12.
Proper 12. So the root beer, come get it. Come, and when you got the clean bill of health, that's I'm like, well, maybe this is helping.
You can drink whatever you want. When you got a clean bill of health, you can eat whatever you want, drink whatever you want. Fuck yeah, let's go. Oh man. What else we got? Oh, we got to talk about the giveaway. We are now doing a giveaway every single week, thanks to Buy Sell Trade Toys. His Instagram is @BuySellTradeToys. Make sure you go check him out on Instagram. If you're buying something from him, make sure you use the code RUN10 to save 20%. I think I just muted my. There we go. 10%. If you use the code RUN10, I think I said 20. Right. I'm trying to put a password in, and the number 20 is in it. So got it. It's not the whole password. Just
was it Brady 2020?
No. No. But we do have a giveaway. We are going to pick the winner. Last week's winner was is winning a Rusev Buy Sell Trade Toys. He was all about this Rusev 60 Elite 65.
Man,
this is Rusev's last Elite.
That's what I'm trying to say.
WWE. The winner of this week's pod. All you had to do was follow us, follow Buy Sell Trade Toys, and tag 3 friends. Jay Brooks _2003. You are our winner. Congratulations, man. You got yourself a Rusev Elite 65. This week, though, we're changing things up just a little bit. Buy Sell Trade Toys is still hooking us up. But with these giveaways and some other things going on, we hit 1,000 followers this week. 1,000 followers.
We got the K next to the number.
That's right. So what we're going to do is same deal. You got to follow us, follow Buy Sell Trade Toys, but we're adding another friend of the show, and he's hooking you guys up with something. You got to follow Barrio's Toys, which their Instagram is just it's Barrio Toys, BARRIOTOYS. So here's the deal. Buy Sell Trade Toys is hooking us up with the latest Aleister Black figure, Elite 85.
Man.
Elite 85. He's hooking us up with, and then Barrio Toys is hooking us up with a Sammy Guevara autographed 8x10
Spanish God.
And then we are hooking you up with a WWE Legends Elite Eddie Guerrero.
Look at that.
So, and it's not just one. I mean, what do you think, DJ? Should we pick one winner for everything, or should we pick 3 different winners? We have 1,000 followers now, so maybe we should pick.
Maybe we got to spread it out.
Maybe let's pick 3 winners this week. 3 winners, and you could win one of those prizes. You don't get to pick. We're just gonna send you one.
Whatever your name landed on, that's what you're getting.
Exactly. So we're getting hooked. We're the hookup from Barrio Toys. You're getting the hookup from us, and you're getting the hookup from Buy Sell Trade Toys.
And this ain't we're not giving away sticks of gum here. This is like, so you're getting autograph from the Spanish God. Like, if he did our intro. When I went to go see Sammy
weeks ago, yeah.
And then we got Aleister Black, and we got Eddie. Like, I mean, what? What? Like, are you not entertained?
Right. Series 8, just to be clear, Series 8 WWE Legends. We're not giving away like Series 2 or 1 or whatever it was. Series 8, the most recent one from Target. We'll be giving that away. So, yeah, man, all you got to do is follow us, Barrio Toys, and Buy, Sell, Trade Toys, and then tag 3 friends on the giveaway post. That'll be on Instagram by the time you listen to this, probably Friday afternoon. So just keep tagging away, keep following. We'll promise to provide you with great content. And that's the deal. We're doing a giveaway every single week now with Buy, Sell, Trade Toys, and we appreciate the shit out of him. I asked DJ if he had the drip flowing. He does. I've got the Raise energy drink flowing here in a New England Patriots cup.
Oh, wow.
This is from what year is this from? This is from like there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, nobody on this cup still plays for the Patriots.
That's what I was going to
about. It's Brady, Gerard Mayo, Vince Wilfork, Gronk, Logan Mankin, Stephen Ridley, Rob Ninkovich, all on this cup. So this is probably from like, I don't even know, man. It has no date on it. Probably like 2013, maybe. I don't know.
Wow.
I love stadium cups, though, man.
So do I. So I'm not gonna lie. I got some.
I got a Bruins one right here full of water.
See?
So they are the best. All right. What else?
I think one night we both had our Raw cup, right?
Yeah. Yep. We did. Yeah. So we talked about pro wrestling tees. Talked about the social media. We do have to talk about though some Kenny's corrections. We're keeping Kenny employed here.
Yes, we got to flip the number back to 0 here.
Yep, we fucked up. I'm writing a note here of something I wanted to talk about. I just don't want to forget. All right, let's see here. That was last week. Okay, so actually we only have 2. I thought it was a lot more for some reason, but we've only got 2 mistakes that we made last week. We were talking a lot about my girl Penelope Ford. We were like, where the fuck she been? She hasn't been on TV. Kenny tells us Penelope Ford has been wrestling on AEW Dark. That's why I didn't see it. And then we talked about NWA, and NWA is still on YouTube. No TV deal for them yet. But yeah, NWA is still on YouTube. I've actually never taken in an episode of NWA. One of these days.
That's how I watch it, is on YouTube. So that's. I
think that's the only way to watch. That's the only way to watch, DJ.
So hey, so I'm still up to date.
Yeah.
Even at my old age.
Make sure you are following Kenny over at The Call Up. We've talked about it before. He's got some great guests coming up on his show. He had Kristen Van Vliet, Kyle O'Reilly. He's got one of the dudes from the Ascension. I want to say it was Connor from the Ascension on there. So
he's getting the guess.
Oh, hell yeah. He's knocking him out of the park. And one thing I just wanted to mention was another friend of the show here real quick before we jump into in the ring. A couple shows coming up for Blitzkrieg Pro. They're doing a show at a brewery on August 15th. It's going down at 2 Weeks Notice Brewery in, I think I mentioned this last week, in West Springfield. Of course,
we're the name of the brewery.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Of course, we're a sponsor. Tito Santana will be there, and Smart Mark Sterling will be there from the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, and of course, AEW. He is the manager for why the hell can I not think of her name? Help me out, DJ.
I was just like, I got caught on like, so wait, is Tito getting in the ring?
No. Okay. He is just there
wait a second here
to sign.
Okay. I was like, come on, Tito, you don't you need to talk to Vince if you're needing to get in the ring right now.
Why can I not think of this girl's name who Smart Mark Sterling manages in AEW? Man, it's the girl that Brandy came out and got smart with.
Oh,
Cargill.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I feel like an idiot because I cannot freaking.
Because I keep wanting. Well, see, you're better than me. I keep wanting to call her Jazz. So
that's typecasting, bro. That's typecasting.
So, and I'm like, oh wait, her name's not Jazz.
I'm like panicking trying to find her name because I know it's like on the tip of my tongue. And
look at your AEW roster.
Jade Cargill.
Yes.
right?
See, Jay Jazz, that's not too far off. I'm not that far off.
Man, I can't believe I was having a hard time with that. But he's going to be there.
You don't see her that much, so it's like, you don't really get that memory of seeing something, like of hearing it and seeing it that many times. You don't see her that much.
Right. And then they're doing another show on Sunday, October 24th. It's Blitzkrieg Pro Fall Children. But they just announced that Smart Mark Stolian will be at that one as well. But they're also announced that the artist formerly known as Fandango will be there. So that's going to be.
I saw the picture of that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm stoked for that. I love Fandango. Trying to see if we can work out an interview for the show here.
That'll be great
with the Dirty Dango.
Yeah.
So that's
going to
be good.
Basic or something for him to sign?
I have something, I'm sure. Yep. But October 24th, that's a Sunday, 4:00. That's going to be a good time over there in Enfield, Connecticut. So a couple of Blitzkrieg Pro shows coming up. You can follow them at Blitzkrieg Pro on Instagram. That's where you get all the details. They're also on Twitter. I believe it's also at Blitzkrieg Pro. A lot of chat in here. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're 15 minutes.
Yeah, we
DJ.
do.
Let's do this. Let's get in the ring. In the Ring is brought to you by Buy, Sell, Trade Toys. As we talked about, check out Buy, Sell, Trade Toys on Instagram. Use the code RUN10 for 10% off. I actually haven't checked out his Instagram here in a while. Let's see what he's got real quick. Buy, Sell, Trade Toys. Let's see. He hasn't really posted anything new in the last couple days. That's not a great ad. I know he's busy with kids.
And the store.
And he's got his little office. But you can check out his website, buyselltradetoys.com, and use that code RUN10 for 10% off. And of course, if you're looking for something to slide into his DMs, he will be happy to hook you up. All right. So this past week was Money in the Bank, the first pay-per-view with a
full crowd,
with fans. Yeah, that's not true. Because WrestleMania, but it's first pay-per-view in a while with some fans.
Well, that's why I said full, because WrestleMania, you could tell that they went partial, like they didn't.
Yeah,
they couldn't sell every
seat. A lot of fucking people.
It was a lot of people there, but this one, like, this was everybody was in there. Mm-hmm. Like, so
they were stacked.
Yes,
stacked to the rafters. Let's talk about one of the shitty things that happened during the show. We'll start with that. Is Peacock?
Yeah, they dropped
struggling.
It.
But so everybody's like flipping out on this. Here's my thing: when WWE Network, like the original network, first started, this kind of shit happened all the time.
It did
all the time. And literally, I was thinking about this like the next day. I'm like, people are really bitching and complaining about this, but we didn't really miss much. We missed like the recap, and maybe like an intro. Yeah, but besides that, it wasn't like we didn't miss a ton of stuff. So I mean, shit happens, technology, there's issues. But yeah, it was tough. But I feel like it felt longer than it was, because you're like, I want to watch this. But it really wasn't that long. I mean, like I said, we missed a recap and intros. Like, we didn't miss anything big. Didn't miss like John Cena coming back or anything like that.
No, you didn't miss that.
It was awesome to have fans back. Overall, I thought the pay-per-view was very, very, very good.
Yeah.
And I'm judging that a lot on one of my buddies was over, and he hasn't watched wrestling in a while. I don't want to say, like, he was watching it through COVID and stuff, but he hasn't watched in a while, and he was like, this is actually pretty good, with the exception of the women's match, the women's Money in the Bank match. I thought that was a little, I don't know. I expected Alexa Bliss to do more. Right. I didn't expect her to they kind of teased at her using like some kind of, like, for lack of a better term, the force to like pull down the briefcase.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw like that.
Some supernatural power or something to pull the case down, or at least lower it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't like that she got buried with the ladders either. I thought for sure once she got buried with the ladders, like, something was going to happen. Bray was coming back. Something was happening. All the ladders start moving, and she comes back, with a different makeup on or something. But and it has nothing to do with me picking her. I just expected more out of her from that match. I didn't expect the end of that match to be Nikki Cross climbing up everybody while they all watch her do that and then
Grab
her taking
and
briefcase.
watch her grab the briefcase.
What'd you think of that women's match?
I think, yeah. So I'll just say, going backwards, like I am happy that Nikki got this opportunity. I think she's worked hard and she deserves it.
Yeah, I agree. I wasn't.
Yep.
So I didn't like the ending. I just didn't like the way it ended. I have
The
no
way
problem.
it ended. Yeah.
I have no problem with her winning.
Right. I
winning
didn't take it that way. And but going backwards, like you said, like I'm starting to wonder if what's her name that just got buried under the ladders?
Alexa Bliss. We're struggling with names so far, huh?
Jeez. So anyway, I'm wondering if she's 100%. Like, I mean, this is like another match where we haven't really seen her wrestle. If you think about it, like she hasn't. We haven't seen her wrestle a proper wrestling match. I'm gonna say in over a year.
Yeah.
If not more. So I'm kind of worried, to be honest with you. I'm like,
no, she wrestled at WrestleMania
and did what?
Nah,
like think about the match.
Don't remember.
Yeah, think about, like, I'm talking about, crisscrossing ropes and cross bodies, and she's not doing that stuff.
Wow, one of the first thing when you type in when was the last time Alexa Bliss, like, you know how Google will like autofill it. Whoa, is this right? This is from Google. Okay. No, this has to be super old. Yeah, 2019.
Okay. All
right. Yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe you're right, man. That's like one of the things that one of the first things that comes up when you start typing in, when was the last time Alexa Bliss it wrestled is like one of the first things that comes up. That's actually a very, very good point, man. She's in great shape. I mean, she looks great. She's in great shape for having not wrestled in however long, but
that's a great point, I'm like, does she have like some kind of injury that we're not thinking about, or what have you? Like, and this is their way of covering it up.
Are they treating her like an attraction, like like Brock or something like that? You know what I mean?
So
it could be
a good question. I just, that's the thing that kind of stood out to me. I thought this match, I was like, okay, now we're gonna see her do some body slams and do the twist of bliss off the top rope and all that. But no, none of that. We saw supernatural stuff, and somebody heard bash somebody in the face with a ladder. But
it was good to see Liv Morgan get a nice pop coming out.
Oh man, and she had a great match too.
I was gonna say, I feel like the corner has turned for her. Like, they need to keep pushing her. She's
another one that worked hard. Like I can remember her in the Riot Squad and just not really being. I didn't think she was that great of a wrestler. Like, but maybe not having Ruby be there kind of pushed her a little bit more.
Yeah. So yeah, to be fair, she hasn't really gotten a chance to do her thing. So it's like every time she gets something, it ended up being nothing. Like, there's that whole not year long, but that whole long thing with like her being in like in the tub and stuff like that, and then come to find out she's Lana's she's got a crush on Lana. Like, they kind of put the kibosh on that, and then that ended quickly. So next match was the Raw. I didn't watch the pre-show, actually. Let's just take one step back here. I didn't watch Dominic and Ray lose the title to the Drunk Brothers.
No.
The DUI brothers. The Dewey brothers.
They were on time. They were, the timing was good for the match. It was actually a pretty decent match. And
a lot of people are like, how come the Usos are getting a title when one of them just got arrested for DUI?
Yeah, I guess they want to keep this bloodline story,
exactly where I was going with that. It's like they're just trying to keep the story going. Like, sometimes you gotta put that in the in the rear, no pun intended, in the rear view, deal with that down the road. And then, I'm not saying what he did was right, but it's
right.
It's
I'm sure, like, for example, I'm sure, like, Sheiky Baby, for example, did some stuff, and he still got to to go on with his storylines.
Him and Hacksaw with the coke in the car. Next match was
positive for coke. Yes, sir. Yes, Bubba.
Next match was AJ and Omos versus Viking Raiders. Not much here, just a decent match, but like just a decent tag match. Nothing crazy happening. Just thought it was an overall match. I'm kind of glad, or overall good match. Kind of glad that AJ and Omos held on to the belts here. Even though, did I pick them? I did pick them. I did. Did I? Where are they? I did pick them. But Viking Raider, it's good to see Viking Raiders back. I know they've been back for a little while, but then
I'd
next
like
man,
to see a little bit more out. I just like to see a little bit more out of Omos now. I think we, and I know like guys that big, like you gotta, you kind of have to go with what they can do, right? Because they, that's a big guy. And we've seen, like Giant Gonzalez and all those giant guys, but so far he's doing, like, I'll say this, he's way better than Giant Gonzalez. Like, I'll say that.
That's not saying much.
And what was the other guy with the little legs, like the
little legs?
The Great Khali.
Oh,
he did no leg
little legs.
Oh man, he had those chicken, like he he looked like he had all this up top and was standing on like crutches.
Yeah. Well, he has a disease, jerk. Usually I'm the jerk.
What disease is that?
He has some medical condition. Kenny, what medical condition does Great Khali have?
I got this from the little guy's book.
Hornswoggle?
Yes.
We are bad with names tonight. Struggling.
Swoggle's book, he talked about how he didn't do any leg. Like, he would just come in and pump his arms a few times and leave the gym. Like, no leg work.
I thought he had something wrong with his legs, to be honest with you. But
I didn't read that in the book anyway.
I don't know. Anyway,
he's better than those guys. Almost coming back all the way around. He's better than those guys.
I'm sharing my screen with you right now. Look at this picture of Great Khali in the hot tub. Look at that. Look at that. If you guys are following along on YouTube, look at that. Look at that. You're following along on
3
YouTube.
feet, and he's sitting in it like we would be sitting in, like
up to his nipples.
Yeah,
up to his nipples. I love it.
That would be like up to our neck if we were sitting in that.
All right, let's keep it going here with Money in the Bank. WWE Championship match: Bobby Lashley versus Kofi. Man, I loved Kofi's Skeletor gear. I will say that.
Yeah, the gear was dope. Yeah,
that was dope. The match, however, man, damn, they're doing Kofi wrong. Like with these big guys, like
right.
He jobbed to Lesnar in 13 seconds or something like that, and then they just let Lashley beat the shit out of him in this.
That's an ass whooping.
Yeah, I get that they're trying to build, Lashley as this like beast, but man,
let him get a a Trouble in Paradise in, and and he kicks out of it and then beats him up. Like,
let Kofi do something. But and I don't know where Kofi goes from here, man.
I don't either. Like, we did Kofi, like we almost did a Kofi Mania again, and people seemed like they were behind it.
Yeah, they wanted it. They wanted it because, as we saw in Raw, which we'll get to, I don't want to talk about it more than I have to. So let's just move right along.
Right.
Any other thoughts on Lashley and Kofi, man?
There was nothing else to talk about. There
really wasn't. All right, let's go to the next match. Next match was Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte.
Okay.
Even though I love Ric Flair,
I'm
sick of Charlotte. And like, what is putting the? I mean, I saw what happened in the long run, but like, what is taking the belt off of Ripley and putting it on Charlotte do? I mean, I guess you can kind of say, hey, we didn't want Nikki to take it off of Rhea in the end
in that fashion,
right? Exactly. So I guess that kind of makes sense. But man, I want Charlotte to just go into a program with no titles on the line.
Yeah, I mean, and that's probably what we'll end up with, like, as we go down the line here, like, because we are, I think any day now we can get something from Becky.
Yeah, she teased it, man, on the day of Money in the Bank,
right? And I kind of like that. I kind of like that we keep thinking these people are going to pop up, and then something else happens out of left field.
Yep.
Yes. Fool me. Please fool me. Like, I don't want, I saw a post today about, it's they're working on Roman versus The Rock in the LA WrestleMania. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that right now.
We may have talked about it before on here, but that's like one thing that's always bothered me about wrestling. Like these days is knowing, like when they knew the main event like a year ahead of time. Like I don't like, or like that's the route they're trying to go to make this pay-per-view or this main event happen. I hate that shit.
Yes.
Just see how I get that you got to be prepared, but like let it play out. Let it do its thing, man. Like, for the love of God. All right, let's scroll through here. We got more Money in the Bank to get to. The men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I think everybody saw this coming except for me because I didn't pick them. Congratulations to Big E. But man, there were some great spots in this match. Just a lot of fun in this match.
Yes,
dude, I picked Drew, and they definitely swerved me, man, with Jinder Mahal's people coming out and beating the shit out of him. And
Drew got he knocked everybody out of the ring. Had his moment, and then here they come.
Yeah, and I liked it. I was here for it, man. I liked it. Ricochet had some great spots.
Ricochet looked good.
The Johnny Drip had some good spots.
Yeah, he did.
Looked good. Everybody looked good throughout this, so it was good stuff there. And then finally, last match of the night was our Universal Championship match. Another solid match between Edge and Roman Reigns. Yes. We had Rollins come out and take care of Edge. So obviously we're getting Edge and Rollins at SummerSlam. And then, dude, I've never been a huge Cena fan.
Right.
I marked out for Cena. I was like, when that music hit, I was like, oh shit, here we go. Like I was shocked that I was that surprised and that excited for John Cena.
So this is the one thing that, like, I don't care if you're an AEW person that you're just, hey, I don't like WWE. I like all AEW. Again, we talked about this is one of the spots that AEW needs to work on, and WWE has it down, and that's moments like this,
right?
Okay, you had this whole moment where they had this, Roman Reigns and Edge have this grueling match. You have Seth Rollins, basically trying to proclaim, I helped you so that I can be next kind of thing. And then, Roman grabs the mic for the acknowledgement.
Right.
And then the music hits. Like, okay, this is where I time and time again, I've seen AEW drop this ball, like this particular ball.
Yep.
And this is where I want them to be better.
Yeah. I'm going to try not to shit on AEW this show.
Right. And that's it. Like, I mean, I think that's a very minor thing.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a very minor thing.
They're a young, small, up and coming company.
Right.
So I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure they'll get better at it, but yeah, I agree with you there. Totally. But yeah,
it's moments like you didn't have to be a John Cena fan. It was, you're used to, like, we've seen the last few pay-per-views is us watching Roman telling us to acknowledge him.
Right.
And
that's true.
And getting crowned and getting the lay around his neck and all that. And then all of a sudden somebody comes out and says, no, I'm not acknowledging you.
And that's like, if you think about it, so you're in your 40s. One of the guys that was at my house is in his 40s.
Yep.
Me and my other buddy that were at my house were both in our late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And the four of us, obviously in different parts of the country, marking out for John Cena, like excited that John Cena and his neon fucking shirt are back. Like
that box of Fruity Pebbles coming back out there.
Like that just shows you how good WWE is at these moments, like creating these moments.
Right.
They
near have me going to buy a green shirt. Like,
no, I won't buy a John Cena.
I was like,
shirt.
Wait, what am I doing?
I draw the line. Even Homage,
what am I doing?
Even Homage has some John Cena shirts, and I'm like, nope, not doing it. But overall, man, I thought it was a solid pay-per-view. Definitely having the crowd, obviously helps.
Yes.
Money in the Bank's always a fun one. I've been to 2 Money in the Banks and always had a good time.
Money in the Bank looks fun, yeah.
And
I'm glad the crowd was not like, they didn't do the asshole stuff. Like they didn't.
Yeah, like what?
They were. What? Yeah, that they can get rid of. But yeah, what? The other stuff, the actual being emotionally involved in the matches instead of like chanting during them was great.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So let's get into the rest of the week of rest. Oh, actually, before we do that, we got to get through our predictions here. Where did I put them? All right. I'm just going to go through it real quick. I picked AJ and Omos. You picked the Viking Raiders. So that's 1-0 me. We both picked Roman Reigns. We both picked Rhea Ripley. Still 1-0 me. And then you picked Bobby Lashley. I picked Kofi. So that makes it 1-1. And then for the Money in the Bank matches, you picked Nikki Cross. You knew. And Alexa Bliss. I picked Alexa Bliss and Zelina Vega. That makes it 2-1 you. And then for the men's, I picked Owens and Rollins, and you picked Big E and Ricochet. You went with all the black guys.
Man, Ricochet barely passes the paper bag test. Like, yeah.
You can say that kind of stuff. I cannot say that kind of stuff. I will.
I love you, Ricochet. I'm just kidding.
So you win this one, my friend. 3-2-1.
And
so you're still champ. Hashtag and still DJ. All right, let's get to the rest of the week in wrestling, man. It was a solid week. As we said, Raw was really good. Except for one little thing with Goldberg coming back. Fuck him. You guys know what I'm gonna say. Everybody tagging me and stuff on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Like, what do you guys want me to say? You guys know,
because it's just so much fun. That's why
it is. But we knew he was coming back, man. Everybody knew he was coming at some point, and I'm really hoping this is like the last time he came back where he loses. And I think this is his last. I know he had like 1 or 2 matches left.
Right.
I think his last one, there was 2 left.
He'll get beat again.
Yeah, he's gonna put Lashley over, and I gotta say, man, I've done a 180 on Lashley being champ. I think he's doing a great job. He's like 44.
Right. No, he's doing good.
He's doing like the best work of his career right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even on the mic, like he used to be kind of stale.
Yeah.
On the mic. Now when he grabs the mic, you listen.
Don't take MVP away from him, but
no, I'm not saying that at all. But still, like I'm impressed.
We saw Nikki Cross cash in, which we talked about. Cena came back with his promo there in the beginning. He kicked off the show. I like that he kicked off Raw. I like that he did not wait, even though he's going after Roman. I like that he did not wait until Friday. Like they knew, like, hey,
no, we got to keep this going.
Yep, fire in a barrel. Let's go. Is that the phrase? Fire in a barrel, fish in a barrel.
Fish in a barrel. But whatever.
Strike while the iron's hot. Whatever. Insert your cliche here.
Right.
I like that they went with, hey, we're gonna do this now, not wait till Friday.
And didn't Raw get #1 show on Monday? Like #1 show on cable?
I've not seen anything about ratings, but that would not surprise me.
Right.
Especially since the NBA finals weren't on and all that stuff. So
yes.
But
and then they had a good show.
Yeah, it was a really good show. People were upset about Karrion Kross. You guys got to understand it's 2 different things.
And it's a storyline.
Exactly. I get that it was his debut.
Right.
But they're building a story.
It's too predictable. Like, it's like, I liked it because it was like, wait, it would be too predictable for Jeff Hardy to go out there and get slammed a few times.
Right.
And that's the end of the match. Come on. You've seen that already. You've seen it already.
I got one big question about that whole situation, though. Where the fuck is Scarlett?
Yeah.
Why wasn't she out there?
Yeah.
Probably the hottest girl in wrestling, and she's not on Raw.
Your Monday Night Raw,
#1 show.
Maybe that's kind of gonna be the thing that starts to make him win. Like that could be the story. Like he keeps like barely losing to these guys, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Wait a minute, I need to have Scarlett out there." And then they have bring us back that entrance where with all the smoke, and she's carrying the crystal ball and all that, and and then we get that character back. But
I want to say I'm a fan of Karrion Kross, but I enjoy him. You know what I mean? Like, if he's on, I'll pay attention. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not going to buy a shirt or even his figure.
No, he's a solid big man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Solid big man.
And then
that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask.
Yep. Nikki Cross cashes in. Nikki Ash, sorry, she cashes in and becomes champ.
Now does she become a whole superhero now that she's the the champ? Like, I mean, you're champ now. You can't be almost a superhero anymore.
That's true. I'm for her being champ, man. It's something different, something that nobody saw coming. Everybody's shitting on that gimmick. So,
that was her idea, by the way.
Yep. And Hurricane Helm's super proud, he said.
Good. Yeah. Because I thought Hurricane could have got a couple more like mid card titles as the Hurricane.
For sure. All right. That was my like, you guys know that we talk about, you know, break it down to three things, the three things, the three count, whatever you want to call it. That Raw being good was my first thing.
Yeah. And that was
the only complaint I really had about Raw was Riddle and John Cena coming out and doing the bro thing together. That was just like, what's the point? What's the point of that? But
I think, that smells of a Vince going, this is gonna be good.
Good shit. Such good shit.
You guys are gonna go bro back and forth, right? Like you're having a conversation.
All right, man. Talk to me about give me your one of your three counts, one of your things here.
On NXT, there was a exchange between Legado del Fantasma and the versus Hit Row. That was probably basically the best segment of the show. Like they look like they're about to have a nice rivalry here.
So for as much as I talk about loving NXT and it being my favorite show of the of the ones that are on, I did not watch any. I did not watch any NXT this week. Yeah, I saw a little bit of like what happened with the highlights and stuff, but I didn't really watch any of it.
I was just disappointed with the championship match with Xia Li. And I'm not even saying Xia Li needed to win. I'm just saying the match itself wasn't. I didn't think it was that great. But they can do better with her and with both of them, with both of those wrestlers. So maybe we'll get a rematch and get a better match out of that.
Yep. Anything else about Hit Row and Legado del Fantasma?
If you just one of those, if you missed it, it'll be one of those things to go back and watch that segment. It's a very entertaining segment. It does, and it brings you into the storyline. So I makes me look forward to what's going to happen.
Yeah. Mine, we're kind of going to talk about the same thing here is, actually, let's just do it. We're going to bang off three things on our list here real quick, two from you and one from me.
Okay.
AEW, man, Fyter Fest night 2.
Yep.
I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Let's talk about it, man. It was, I thought it was decent. We got a Texas Death Match for the IWGP United States Championship. I thought this was a good way to take that belt off of Moxley. Like, obviously, he's not going to Japan anytime soon. No. So let's just have him lose it on AEW and put it on Lance Archer,
who has been champ before. And they've had, and they've had some matches before in Japan for this title. So
I had no idea.
Yeah. So this was, and they had like you said, they had another classic. I thought, on the night. Great, like a great finish. Like I kind of there's like, hey, you got to be able to get up during the 10 count. So he goes through tables with barbed wire and he can't get up. That was great.
Yeah. Moxley, I know they just had a baby, but he's looking a little heavy. I don't think he's looking as svelte as
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to agree with you on that.
As he did pre-baby.
It happens.
Oh, bro, let me tell you, I gained some serious weight while my wife was pregnant. Here's the thing.
That sympathy weight.
Shout out to Virgil because my wife, when she was pregnant, was craved Olive Garden.
Okay.
And it was never an Impossible season. So we literally went there like once a week. It was awful.
Wow. That'll do it.
I won't eat Olive Garden now just because it's, I mean, there's a million better places, but like, unless you're going for soup, salad, and breadsticks, that's,
I'm about to say that breadsticks and salad though, like that slaps. There's some days where that really slaps.
Absolutely. But that's where I draw the line.
So no pasta.
Well, I'm trying really hard to stick with keto, so no pasta for me.
Got it.
And then we saw Nick fucking Gage in AEW. Man, so before
with the pizza cutter.
Yeah. Before Dark Side of the Ring, I had never heard of Nick Gage. I watched Dark Side of the Ring and I was like, holy shit, this guy's a maniac.
Right.
And it also made me say, hey, I would rather watch one of those AEW death matches than a real death match, because some of that shit is crazy.
Right.
And then he starts his feud with Matt Cardona. So when I'm in Baltimore, we see Nick Gage come in and throw Nick Stapp on the table and all kinds of stuff. So like I've heard more about Nick Gage in the last 3 months than I have in my whole like wrestling fandom.
That's probably true. So just me watching random clips of backyard stuff. I've seen him. Like it's one of those guys that I would always see, but not really memorize his name. Like it's kind of like almost everybody tonight. And I would see him do crazy. He was always doing something crazy. And people were like, blood gushing all over the place. In fact, I think I did see that clip before the Dark Side of the Ring where he cut himself so bad that they couldn't let him keep going. I just didn't know his name.
Yeah.
So to see him now on a, a televised, big wrestling program, that's gotta be like it's almost like they're gonna have to add this, like there's gonna be have to be an addendum to his documentary. Like this has to be a moment for him. I'm the match very much. I'm very curious about like watching this match, about what they're gonna let him do. What is Jericho gonna let him do to him? Like it's basically what the question is. So yeah, I'm very much going to watch this match.
It's one of those things like with the deathmatch stuff, like I get that it's, they're really beating the shit out of each other and stuff like that. But at the same time, obviously it's wrestling. Right. There's some kind of, curtain there.
Right.
And it's like the Jake the Snake Macho Man with the snake. Like, I don't want to know what's behind the curtain, but I kind of want to know what's behind the curtain. You know what I mean?
I want to know after the match is over, and then I want to know, okay, how did you guys come to those decisions? Like, I kind of like that. I don't want to know before. Like, so I hear you.
He's fighting Matt Cardona this weekend. Actually, I'm kind of curious to see how Matt Cardona is going to do in a death match. But we'll see what happens. I thought Fyter Fest was good, man. This is 2 weeks in a row where I did not have any complaints really about AEW. What'd you think of Orange Cassidy and Sting?
I thought that was a good spot.
I did too, actually.
I was very entertained by that, and I'm like, okay, when do I get to pre-order my Sting figure? But anyway, so I thought it was a very cool spot. It's cool to see like Sting, have I would say the humility to like, give a guy a rub like that.
That's what I was thinking, is like, he must think a lot of Orange Cassidy if he's giving him that kind of, he's doing his gimmick with him, giving him that rub. We're talking about it. Other people are talking about it.
Yep.
And then Andrade brought back Chavo.
Yes. Yeah. I posted like, I did a throwback Thursday picture with me, Chavo, and my daughter.
Ooh, Chavo.
Yeah. So
I don't think, if you're a wrestling fan, I don't think you can talk about Chavo Guerrero without doing that.
Yeah, and I'm so happy he came out to that particular theme song as well. We all popped. And yeah, like for him to be part of the faction there, that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be a very good, like, and with them like kind of going back and forth with the Death Triangle. I'm interested in this storyline because it's like, wait a second. It almost seems like at any moment, like Andrade can talk Penta and Ray into joining him.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, okay, this is intriguing.
Andrade was speaking good English too. Like, I know that
way better than he was.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. Exactly. For sure.
Exactly. And then the
English is not an easy language, folks.
No. I still struggle with it sometimes during my trivia nights. Anything else on Fyter Fest before we jump into the next thing? I
think we're good with Fyter Fest. Like,
all right.
Again, good show. Good show.
Yeah, it was. It was 2 weeks in a row. I'm not saying anything negative about AEW. 2 weeks in a row. I haven't said anything negative about it yet.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have anything negative to say. The other thing that the big news this week is the rumors of Daniel Bryan and CM Punk.
There we go.
Going to AEW. It sounds like Daniel Bryan is 100% signed.
Okay.
That seems to be what the rumors are. Now, I said a while back on this show, I think it was when the pay-per-view in May or March when you were here and we watched it, and I was just like, man, this left a terrible taste in my mouth.
Right.
And I said AEW needs to do something to pull the lapsed fan in. So obviously the diehards, people like us, you know, people in the Fig Cave, people in figure collecting enthusiast groups, we're all gonna watch it.
Right.
We're wrestling fans. We're gonna watch it. What we need is, what AEW needs is somebody to sign somebody to pull in that lapsed fan. I honestly think CM Punk and Daniel Bryan are the two perfect people they could do this. Think about that run Daniel Bryan had in to WrestleMania 30, which was 6 or 7 years ago at this point now, to win in the title. So you got lapsed fans there. CM Punk's pipe bomb speech was just the 10-year anniversary of that not too long ago. So like you're pulling in some fans if you sign these guys, and we know Tony Khan's got the money. Like, and I think for Daniel Bryan, it doesn't come down to the money. I think it comes down to him being able to be with his family and being able to go to Japan and do what he wants to do, not just be tied down to one thing.
Right. I think that's why he couldn't make the deal with WWE. Like, he gave WWE the chance. Like, you got to give him credit for that. But that's not how Vince runs that ship. He's not going to have you running all over the place when he needs you for a storyline. So, so it didn't work out. And AEW kind of works those things out. Like, you're still seeing some of the AEW wrestlers show up to indie shows, for example. So, he can, perfect example. And Daniel you'll probably see him on all three shows. Like, you'll probably see him on AEW, on Impact, and on New Japan.
Yeah. I mean, perfect example is, again, Blitzkrieg, not to keep giving them the rub, but I love them.
They're doing it,
and they're doing the work. They just had that show in May that we sponsored. They did. It was the main event was VSK, who's been on Impact and AEW Dark. Brian Myers, who's been on Impact, and Max Caster, who is on AEW, obviously. So
So there you go.
It's definitely the ability to do it is there. So.
And then, my only con of this is that I kind of feel for the mid-carders that are on the current roster of AEW. It's like, so I know you're going to have these other shows. Like, I get that. Like, I get you're about to have, like, there's a whole nother show that's about to come on, right? Like, so, but it's kind of human nature where one of those shows is going to be the B show. And one of them is going to be the main show, right?
I mean, it's already kind of that way. You got Dynamite, and then Dark.
I barely even think about Dark, to be honest with you. Like, I know some people are like, well, you should, like, yeah, but Dark just kind of seems like it's like almost Wrestling Challenge or something. Like, it's like just like I think it's just a pad guy's record, so that when they get to the storyline at this guy's been 12-1 in the last month. So now he deserves a title shot. That's what I feel like Dark is for.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but yeah, there's going to naturally be a B show, and you're going to have guys that I feel like are going to be, quote, buried, that probably should not be. So you're going to run into the same thing that people accuse with WWE, like, oh, this guy isn't being used right, kind of thing. It's like, well, how do you can't, everybody's not going to be able to get used, like, quote right. Like,
no,
because
it's the
just
same
too
thing with
much.
any other job or any other sports, sports team or anything like that. It's like, I'm watching the Red Sox and Yankees here right now. It's like the Red Sox have guys on the bench that,
That can
probably
ball.
feel like probably feel like they could play full
Yep.
time, but there's not room for them. It's the same thing with any other sport. So
Yep. So I think I give it another year, and then it's going to start to be like it was back in the day, where we're going to start seeing some people bouncing back and forth.
Yeah,
From
definitely.
AEW to WWE.
Yep, I agree with you 100%. Let's run down some news here real quick. Actually, before we do that, DJ, let's hear a little word from our sponsor because I have to poop. They say that all toy stores are created equal, but you look at figure collections and you look at other toy stores, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally, if you go looking for a deal on a wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of finding a deal. But figure collections is a genetic freak and not normal. So you got a 25% at best at finding a deal with another toy store. Then you add more toy stores into the mix, your chances of grabbing a deal drastically go down. See, with 3 toy stores online, you got a 33 1/3 chance of finding a deal, but Figure Collections, FC, got a 66 2/3 chance of giving you a deal because other toy stores know they can't beat their prices, and they're not even going to try. So anyone who doesn't shop with Figure Collections, you take your 33 1/3 chance of finding a deal minus my 100% chance of giving you a deal on toys. You got a negative 8 1/3% chance of finding cheap figures with someone else. But then you take my 100% chance of a good deal. If you compare us 1-on-1 and then add 66 2/3%, you got 141 2/3 chance of grabbing a deal from Figure Collections. See, the numbers don't lie, and they spell a great deal on action figures for you from Figure Collections, figurecollections.com. Grab a deal now. The numbers don't lie. All right, time for man. That poop felt good. Time for some news. Oh man! See, before we had sponsors, I would just throw in elevator music real quick to be cute when I had to pee in the middle of a show. But now we got sponsors, so I just take a quick poop. Anyway, enough poop talk. Kevin Nash's Broken Skull Sessions was finally put on the network. Hey man, everybody poops. There's a whole book about it.
I remember
Kevin Nash's Broken Skull Sessions is finally put back up on the network. Did you take it in yet, man? I did not.
I've watched a little bit of it before we came on. And then I also remembered that I need to introduce my daughter to G.I. Joe before we go and see Snake Eyes. So, but it was going well before we switched programming.
Yeah, I did not. I watched like part of it after Money in the Bank, and then I just ended up falling asleep while I was watching it. So it's on my list.
It's hard after a pay-per-view.
It is.
Not that it's not a good. He doesn't. Of course, Steve gives a great interview and it's a great show, but it's just after all that ups and downs of emotions on a pay-per-view, and then to sit down and watch two guys having a beer and a glass of wine.
Glass of red. I saw that.
But yeah, he was talking about Oz and Vinny Vegas, like how Vinny Vegas came from the movie My Blue Heaven. And I was like, I knew it, so, and I was like, oh wait, my daughter's not going to know what the hell is going on Snake Eyes if I don't show her something of G.I. Joe right now.
One thing I wanted to mention was Slammiversary on Impact.
Yeah.
I actually watched that Saturday night. Believe it or not, I said Kenny's going to be proud, man. I watched Impact. I watched Slammiversary. It was a good show. I just wanted to shout out that it was a good show. So if you want to go back and check it out, some good matches on there. Mickey James showed up.
Yeah, she did.
Man, I'm drawing a blank on this guy's name. Jay White showed up.
Yep.
And No Way Jose showed
no way.
he lost his abs, but he's still having fun.
Too many margaritas.
Thunder Rosa is officially all elite, which means no more NWA. Well, we'll see what they end up doing with her, because I mean, they got all these working relationships with these other companies that she's been on anyway. So it sounds like she's just going to get a steady paycheck now, instead of being like,
right,
Impact, I need your check. NWA, I need your check. AEW, right. I need your check. She's like officially all elite. So congratulations to Thunder Rosa. She's also doing some body painting thing now on her Instagram.
I saw.
So check that out. And then we mentioned this last week, but just a reminder, the July 27th edition of NXT is going to be on Sci-Fi instead of USA, because the Olympics start.
I'm ready for the Olympics. Like I
love the Olympics. I'm more of a Winter Olympic person than a hockey, bobsled than summer, but I'll still watch. I will still watch.
I like the biathlon. I think that's a pretty cool event.
Is that where they have guys and girls make out? Oh, so wrong show.
Wrong Olympics.
It's the Pornhub Olympics. Anyway. Yeah,
no, this one is like, it's like I call it like the James Bond event. Like you ski and then you stop and shoot a target, and so that's what the biathlon is.
Gotcha.
You never seen that before?
I probably have. I just probably didn't know the name. All right. I think that's it for wrestling news, bro. Flying through this shit. Flying.
Kinda. Like, I bet.
Actually, not really, because there's like a 10-minute poop in there. We'll see. All right, let's slide in to another huge segment here this week. Walk that toy aisle. And Walk That Toy Aisle is brought to you by Stack of Cards. Make sure you check out stackofcards.com and use the promo code RUN10 to save yourself 10%. All right, man. It's a big week. It was a big day today.
Yes.
Thanks to everybody who shared a little graphic I threw together with like the guide on where you can find what, when. There were some mistakes on it, I will fully admit. Like the Jurassic Park set, I said goes on sale on Friday. It actually went on sale on Thursday. I think everybody figured that out. And then there was something else. One. Yeah. There was something else I just kind of messed up on when I put it out there. And I forget what it was now at this point. Somebody called me out for it. But thanks to everybody who reached out on the original that I put together, where I missed Scareglow. I missed the Amazon figure. I missed quite a few, but yeah, it's the most fun time of the year if you are a collector. Let's get right to it, man. Sgt Slaughter sold out today, and people are not happy. It was sold out in 3 minutes. I got one, DJ.
No,
I'm not trying to rub it in. I was not trying to. I'm just trying to segue to you.
Right. No, She-Reich. And I swear I clicked on it like 12:01.
Dude, it's crazy how fast they went. And shout out to Mattel, because they did do they had the scalper thing, or the bot thing. You had to I had to point out all the bridges and. Oh, I had the bridges too. Nice. Yeah. It was weird that I don't know if they didn't make a lot of these or what the deal is. I'm sure we'll find out down the road, but congrats to everybody who got one. There were some very pissed off people, but just remember, it's just a toy. It's just an action figure. It's not the end of the world if you didn't get it. And I'm sure if you're paying attention, there will be other opportunities to get one. I know,
listen to our Fig Hill episode.
That's right. Wrestling. What's the website? Wrestling Collector Shop I don't know if they still do. I'm looking right now, but if you're listening to this later, they had them on their website for $70 instead of the $35. Again, I don't know how many they had. I don't know, what the deal is with all that. I don't know how they got them. Anything like that, but they were on their website. You can check, and you can use the code T4L, T the number 4L, to save 10% on it. So, just a little tip, and I don't know if this is going to happen, but just throwing this out there as well, that last year, more Mr. T's did become available. Again, not sure if it's going to happen again, but just saying that it could be a possibility. So. Yeah, it does suck that not everybody got one that wanted one, but I mean it's part of what makes it, rare. It's part of the thrill of getting one. I was shocked that I got one. Once I saw like people having issues and stuff, I saw like the virtual line go up, and I was like, oh no, this is not going to be good.
Yeah, I was in the virtual line. Yep.
And then sure enough, I was able to get it. And then WWE or Mattel also announcing this week that they are doing their first crowdfunding item. It is the new generation ring arena, they're calling it. So it is a full scale ring. You can pull back the apron and the canvas, and they actually have like the wood planks.
Yeah, the wood slats in it. Yeah.
I think that is a very cool detail. It comes with the stairs. I think the big thing that it comes with is a neon entrance from the 90s.
Yeah.
And it actually lights up. It actually lights up, man. And then it also comes with a Diesel Ultimate Edition figure. The Major Brothers were talking about that this figure, like they didn't even send this to China to like get it made. The prototype, they basically made it in house because they wanted to keep it under wraps.
Right.
So I think that's pretty cool. Now it needs 5. So here's how this works. A lot of people are asking questions about like crowdfunding and stuff like that. Now Hasbro has done this a bunch of times. They did it with the Razor Crest from Mandalorian. They've done it with Jabba's barge. Reback the barge. They did it with the hell is the name of the giant guy from X-Men that I cannot Sentinel. They did it with that. So basically what happens is you guys you pay a price for this. It's $250 you're paying, right? You definitely get the ring, Diesel, and the entranceway.
Right.
Now, if it reaches that 5,000, it gets made. If it doesn't reach 5,000 backers, you get your money back. So tomorrow, Friday, the 23rd, it opens up at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. real time. You have until where is the date? It's like August 22nd, I think it's like almost a month that you have to actually I wrote it down today. Let me find it. I know it's in this notebook here.
I think they make this easy. I think they make this number easy.
Hell yeah, they do. Yeah, you have till July 23rd to August 22nd.
They won't even need that long. It'll be the first few minutes this thing opens up.
So what happens is 5,000 backers, you get that. Then there was a little clue dropped, a little sledgehammer, like a cartoonish sledgehammer in the video that Mattel posted, kind of like a Doink the Clown sledgehammer. So there's thoughts that, you get to 7,000 backers and Doink the Clown, you get a Doink the Clown Ultimate. Then, something you get to 8,000 and it's something else, 10,000, something else. So 5,000, it needs 5,000 to be made. And then, you unlock. Yeah, and then there's all these tiers that you unlock with more stuff. The more backers, the more stuff you get. And you don't have to pay anything extra. That's been a big question I've seen. You pay the $250, and basically it's $250 for the 5,000 to get that made, and then everything that's added on tier-wise, you get. So, DJ, my question to you, man, are you jumping on this?
Man, it's just like, so what's making me think about it is that authentic scale ring. Like those things are huge. Like I still have my WrestleMania 31 that I don't have anywhere for it. They're really big rings.
Huge.
Yeah. That's my only
gripe.
Or the thing that's kind of making me really think about it. Cause it's like, I like Diesel. I can even like Doink is also, I bet you he's toyetic as hell,
especially as an Ultimate Edition,
right? And then the light up like who doesn't want the light up entrance from the new generation? Like that's come on now. So they can start selling, like whatever happens with this, they can just sell the entrance at Targets and Walmarts and make money.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing with that. I don't think it would be as successful if they sold, because what are they going to sell it for? $60, $50 in Target? It's just going to shelf warm, because this is, in my opinion, this is for collectors. This is, they're reaching out to collectors. They're trying to do what Hasbro does. Right. Now, if you're on the fence about this, let me just read. Let me read some numbers to you, because this is what. Let me read some numbers to you here. Hold on. Let me just click this.
All right. I got a third chance of Okay, go ahead.
Hasbro, HasLab, X-Men, Marvel Legends, Sentinel with all bonus tiers confirmed. Pre-order sold $728. Razor Crest $590. Sentinel $830. Transformers War for Cybertron Unicron $1,400. HasLab Transformers Unicron $1,500. Star Wars Vintage Collection Mandalorian Razor Crest $749. What I'm doing is I'm reading to you guys all the freaking Hasbro back the barge or HasLabs, they call them, crowdfunding things that people have resold on eBay. And I'll tell you, they did not pay this. Like, I know Sentinel, I think Sentinel was $400. And so people are selling it for double that. My thought is I probably will hold on to the ring for a little bit just to see if I can make room for it or whatever. I want the entranceway. I want Diesel. I want whatever unlockables come with it.
Right.
The worst case, I flip the ring. I keep what I want and I flip the ring. My other thought is, okay, they're doing this trial run here with this. The first time ever Mattel is doing this. If they don't make 5,000, which I don't think they're going to have a problem doing, but just say that they didn't. Say that they don't meet the 5,000. How long is it going to be until we get something like this again? You know, like this could open the door for more things down the road. You have a month to pay to, save up the money to do it. You can kind of see if you're really nervous, you can kind of wait and see what the tiers are going to be, what the unlockables will be, and so on and so forth. So I'm all in. I was hesitant. I know me, Kenny, and Phil in our group chat were all talking about like, I was like, I want the entranceway. Phil wanted Diesel and Kenny wanted the ring. We were going to split it 3 ways. And then finally I was like, you know what, dudes, I'm just going to bite the bullet. I'm going to pay the $250 and I will buy it. It doesn't ship till next summer. But I'm on board, man. I love the idea of this. And I love the idea of what else there could be. We could do a Lex Express. We could do a barber shop. We could do a funeral parlor. You could do Hell in a Cell. Like, there's so many things that they could do. I want to see them do more. I'm going to support this one. Yeah, exactly. That's a great one.
The Lions Den, the Ken Shamrock.
Yeah. Yep. So that starts tomorrow. And again, you guys have a month to check that out. Man. And then
I'll watch it. Something might grab like maybe like if something comes up on the tiers that grabs me, that might do it.
I saw a rumor, and again, it's just a rumor. I don't know if it's happening for sure, but that the old Raw stage or Raw entrance where it was the letters RAW was going to be one of the unlockables and interchangeable ring skirts. So those rings are huge. I'm with you, man. I bought a coffee table at IKEA just for a real scale ring, and I had nowhere to put. I'm like, where the fuck am I going to put this thing?
Right.
It's just so big. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, worst case, I'm going to sell off the ring and keep everything else, but I'm definitely on board just to support it. And
I definitely want to support it because, like you said, like we want to show Mattel that keep going. Like this is what we want.
Exactly. Imagine like a Bash at the Beach entrance or something like that.
Oh man,
there's a lot of possibilities.
Redo the birth of the NWO.
There is a lot of possibilities. Today or this week, I'm sorry, Zombie Sailor announced that he signed Jack Tunney and Raven for his line of retros, the Heel and Faces retros. Man,
the Raven.
I don't know if I need Raven, but I definitely need Jack Tunney.
Jack Tunney was his character was very important in the 80s. Like he was a very important
in early 90s. Yeah. This is his first action figure. Like that blows my mind on how prominent.
I would have swore there was an LJN, but
nope. As how prominent of a character he was in the 90s and 80s that there is not a figure. That there is not a figure of him. It's crazy.
He took titles and made tournaments for the world championship.
Zombie Sailor's Jeff Jarrett also goes on sale on Monday. If you are in the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast group, if you are not, it goes on sale, I think, the following Wednesday, I believe. Let's see. He's got his dates here. I'm pulling up his Instagram. I'm a little behind. Thursday morning, new wrestler. We did that. Monday morning. Oh, so he's going to announce another new wrestler on Monday, number 3. And then Monday night, there'll be a pre-order in the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast Patreon for the Jeff Jarrett retro. And then Wednesday, it'll be open to the public. So they'll probably be in the $30 to $40 range. That's what the other ones were at. I'll be grabbing that because I love Jeff Jarrett, as we talked about. and
he fits your era that you're collecting.
Exactly. And then we're gonna see so just some things to rattle off here that Corporate Steve from Mattel mentioned in the Wrestling Figure podcast group, or the Major Wrestling Figure podcast group. Let's see here. The Amazon, the Ultimate Edition Fan Takeover Hulk Hogan and Jeff Hardy will be back up on sale sometime on the 23rd. Right. Mattel Creations, we already did that. Ringside is going to be revealing some Ringside exclusives during their little video there. And then Target WWE Legends 12 will be going on sale allegedly on the 23rd. Walmart will have the WWE Hollywood Elites that we talked about with the Rock, Cena, and Piper. And then Masters of the Universe Wave 7 will be going up on sale on Walmart.com on the 24th. So that's, and then of course we have the panel on Friday where they're going to reveal the new retros, all kinds of stuff that we're going to hear all about. Cannot wait. And of course we'll talk about all that stuff next week. Big John Studd, speaking of Legends, the Big John Studd is showing up. That is Legends Series 11, I believe. That is the one with NWO Scott Hall and the Macho Man. And our friend over at WrestleGeddon, our good friend, Chris Matthews, he posted a picture. He works at Target, and he posted the DCPIs of the figures of and Bam Bam's in that set too, of Bam Bam Bigelow. Those are on our Twitter. We retweeted it. So those are should be hitting Target soon. Big John Studd is already hitting Target.
Yeah, I got a whole like I just went to Target and there was like the whole row of Big John Studs.
Oh, really? You didn't jump on him?
Not yet.
No. All right. Yeah, the Legends. I mean, everybody goes into a panic mode when they first, hit. That people aren't going to get them. I think the only one that I haven't really seen is Ted DiBiase. Like that's the only one I haven't seen like a plethora of.
And seeing I did.
right. And all the other ones like I've seen, man. It's crazy.
I have a feeling I'm not going to have an issue getting that Big John Stud, so I'm not. That's why I'm not really. It's the cream rising to the top is what I'm hunting for.
Yeah, and you can. So the chase, I was going to mention this. The chase of that figure is actually on that wrestling collector shop.
I'm looking at him right now, and it's tempting.
part of me is like, you know what? Suck it up and pay the $40 for the chase.
50 now.
Is it 50?
Yeah.
If you use the code T4L though, you get 10% off. So it'd be 45.
Okay.
Which I think in the end just gives you free shipping. But
yeah,
part of me is like, just suck it up and buy that because the chase is going to be so hard to find on that one. And the chase is like what he actually wore in the in that promo. So now that I'm telling everybody this, I'm like, shit, you should probably order it because it's going to be gone.
Man. And I kind of like the new Oscar too, like the Elite 87 Oscar.
I actually just had to buy that off this website for my friend Jimmy Windle because I lost a bet with him. We bet on the Red Sox and Phillies series right before the All-Star break. And the Phillies took 2 out of 3 from the Sox. We bet a figure, and I lost.
Oh, this website is crazy. Like, so
the prices are pretty good.
And I went to the next page. There's Billy Gunn and the DX and
Yep.
You got Cruz with the United States title. You got Roddy with the black shirt.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep. I don't know how they're getting all the Target ones, but
like, why did I find this?
If you want to guarantee yourself getting them, that's the site to go to. So, what else we got here? Oh, speaking of WrestleGeddon podcast, like I said, Chris Matthews, he works at Target. I lost Twitter. Here it is. He just put out other DCPIs of Legends 13. It's good. Hurricane, Jake Roberts, and Bob Orton. Legends 14 shows Edge, Mean Mark Callis, Road Dogg in China. And then there's another one that he put that's unknown, listed as Elite Figures 14, 15, and 16. And then a random Hogan. So he said the unknown ones may be for Series 15, as most of the others, like Hurricane, were listed as Elite Legend Figure 6, have not found anything for Series 12 yet, or Triple H. So check out his Twitter. It's at WrestleGeddonPod, friends of the show. He's got all the DCPIs there, which is how you look them up in the Target database. There were some leaks this week. The Goon allegedly will get a figure, but we'll wait and see what happens on the panel.
God.
You guys know I'm in for a Goon as a hockey player and a new generation fan.
Oh my God.
Wahoo McDaniel getting a figure allegedly.
Okay.
If you guys do a search for leaks, it'll be out there. But by the time this drops, you'll be right. It'll be right before the panel, so you'll be good. We'll get those all confirmed for sure.
Wahoo is a good one.
Why? You know what I was thinking about, dude? I have like I don't have Wahoo, but I have like Bruno Sammartino, Rocky Johnson. I have like even Wendy Richter to an extent. Like I have all these figures in my collection, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, these people are before my time. I think like just to make room, I think I need to like downsize and get rid of some of these people that like were before my time. I'm trying to look at my collection here real quick and just see like who else I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because I got to watch. So WrestleMania 1 was 2. That's
Don Morocco. I saw a lot of Don Morocco actually. Like that, he was like late 80s. I'm talking about like the early 80s guys. I don't need necessarily like my collection almost starts too early, and I was just like, oh, they're a flashback. I gotta get them. So
right.
I might be making some cuts here in the next couple of weeks, but Ringside showed, or actually AEW Unrivaled. Or Unmatched, I'm sorry. AEW Unmatched Series 1 photos went out this week, and they looked like shit. They looked terrible. So bad that they ended up retaking them.
They retook a lot of them, yeah.
Yeah. So that set is up for sale on Ringside, and I believe it is shipping already. I think I saw today people were getting their shipping notifications for that. So that's the set with Britt Baker. Who else is in that? Miro, Darby Allin, Kenny Omega, the Cody Rhodes, LJN.
You got Rusev.
Yep, I said him. Dustin in blue.
Yep.
So that's those are up on Ringside.
Darby.
What else is shipping from Ringside? The Rock and Sock Connection.
That Darby.
Ultimate Edition 10, which is The Rock and John Cena. Those are shipping from Ringside. And then what else we got here? I'm just kind of going through their page. It looks like they got some new pictures of the Championship Showdown. They got the Street Profits, John Cena and Shawn Michaels, the Usos. Oh, and then we get to some interesting stuff here. Apparently, they're doing Mighty Morphin Jushin Thunder Ligers, because we get a purple Liger, a green Liger, and a red Liger. These are all Storm collectible figures that are Ringside exclusives. Those are up on Ringside Collectibles. Go grab those there. I think that's it, man. For like I said, crazy busy week. We're just getting through the wrestling stuff here.
Right.
And yeah, these pictures do not look good of this unmatched set. Sorry. Just one other thing I wanted to mention was Heroes Hideout they're still friends of ours. If you go to their store, though, they've got some autographed Undertaker figures for not a crazy price. $289 to be exact. They got Dead Man's Revenge, Undertaker as Kane, Elite Series 80, Decade of Domination, Elite 68, WrestleMania 35 Elite, and WrestleMania 30 Elites. Signed by The Undertaker for $289. And I tested it out. You guys can use the code RUN_IN for 10% off of that. So save yourself like $30.
Well, there we go.
Getting those. So I know somebody tagged us in Twitter, and I apologize because I cannot remember the Twitter name. He got one of them. I want to say he got the Decade of Domination one. And or it was either that or it was like the anniversary edition Walmart one. And it looked awesome. Undertaker's got a great signature. So I was very tempted. The reason I figured out that the code worked is because I added it to my cart, and then I was like, no, ComicCon's coming. Chill, dude. So I think that's it for wrestling news, man. This is going to be a long show. But it's Comic-Con week, man. We're going to have a ton to dissect next week too. So
hey, next year we're going to be doing this from Comic-Con. So
I hope so. We'll see. You know how hard it is to get tickets to Comic-Con?
We'll do it. You
we'll
seem to have the magic finger, so I'll just give you the money and you you get the tickets.
That's what she said. All right. Let's move on from wrestling. Ninja Turtles, the News Channel 6 from NECA. This is their Comic-Con exclusive. You guys know I jumped on this.
Yes, I do. I didn't even tag you. I was like, what for? He's already
it's a 4-pack. We talked about it last week. They announced it last week. I believe that they announced it last week. I think we talked about it. But it's a 4-pack, comes with all the cameras and stuff, comes in an awesome box. And then it also comes with, if you ordered from NECA store, it comes with like a shirt, a poster, a press pass. They threw in like a fan kit. So some pretty cool stuff there. I'm looking through the pictures right now. I actually don't have any buyer's regret looking through these now. But these will be showing up in Target. It just won't come with the fan pack of the shirt and all that stuff. So if you missed out, you can snag them at Target. But they did sell out today. And then while we're recording here, a couple people have posted that on Walmart.com, randomly, there's a 2-pack of Casey Jones in April. Now, I know NECA teased Casey Jones with no mask during their like Comic-Con reveals. So we'll see. There's no picture on the website. So we'll have to see what that actually is going to be. I'm holding off. I already have April ordered from the NECA store, but this is a 2-pack with Casey, so it could just be a repack here. Walmart also having a little collector con. They have some Star Wars figures up there for pre-order that are Walmart exclusives. They also have some cheap stuff. Like I know some Elites were on there for like $10, $13. The Miz's SummerSlam figure was on there. John James tagging me in that, trying to get me to buy them. So all kinds of stuff there. Check out Walmart.com for the Star Wars pre-orders, cheap prices, stuff on sale. And we talked about crowdfunding a little while ago.
Yeah,
Hasbro has their own that they are doing. They have Galactus. This is another giant figure.
How about 30? It's gonna be huge.
Yep, 32 inches tall, LEDs in his head and his chest, swappable faceplates, and a ton more. Again, it's $3.99. They need 14,000 backers for this one. They're at 8,613 right now with 39 days to go. I feel like they'll have no problem getting this.
I don't think so. Yeah, no, they'll get that.
They have till August 30th. So you guys can kind of check out. Hasbro's kind of the one who started this whole back the barge or HasLab things. They actually show this compared to a 6-inch figure, and it's unreal how big it is. It's so cool. I know this. I was very tempted with the Sentinel, but I'm actually surprised that we haven't gotten more stuff from Hasbro. As far like with the Comic-Con stuff going on, like there's not a whole lot going on with it. I'm actually surprised.
That's kind of a little surprising. Maybe they are, because they got this. You got so much going on with Mattel. Like maybe they didn't want to try to go head up with Mattel. Maybe they, wanted to let them shoot their load and then see what and then come up behind them.
I was thinking a little bit about that today with I was like, these companies have to talk to each other about like planning out when stuff goes on sale because they know people are going to have to choose.
Right.
What they're buying. Like I know a lot of people were having a hard time with Mattel today because they wanted Sgt Slaughter, but they also wanted the Scare Glow that went on sale, the Jurassic Park set that went on sale today.
Right.
Which you said you actually grabbed. I was going back and forth on it, man, and I didn't end up grabbing it. It's funny. Last week I was like so like set on getting it, and I was like, it's only $25.
That's
I'm going to do it.
$25, yeah.
And I just didn't. I don't think is it sold out? Let me
Probably not. Like,
I'm gonna check
because I got it quite easily after I struck out on Sarge and everything else on the list.
It's still available.
Yeah.
So it's Ray Arnold. You can bite his arm off. It talks.
Yep.
I don't know. I might get it. I got the Nedry there in the Barbasol can last year. So
right, you did.
I don't have a Jurassic Park collection, and I don't want to start a Jurassic Park collection. But they're coming out with some cool shit for Jurassic Park, man.
Well, I'm at Target. I've been looking at this Malcolm like every time I go, because Malcolm is my favorite character in all of Jurassic Park, and there he is looking at me. I'm just like, dude, you're gonna get in the basket one of these days.
Yep. Wait till it's on clearance. Actually, John James, friend of the show, he told me he's got a bunch of those Jurassic Park figures on clearance at Target. Like there's not a huge demand for them, I don't think.
Right. I don't think so either. So
yeah.
So yeah, no, I've learned.
Play the long game, as our friend Kyle Peterson says.
Yes.
There is one last thing I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you've seen this, DJ. I'm pulling it up now. I think it's made by Mezco.
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine.
Yes.
And he's laying on the bed.
Yes, like the meme.
Did you see this? Like the meme. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to pull it up because I want like all the details. Yes. It's Mondo figures. I'm sorry. Mondo figures. It's sad Wolverine laying in bed, like you guys have seen looking at the picture.
Yeah.
You've seen this. It's a 1/6 scale figure. It's priced at $200 and it's available for purchase
it's
tomorrow.
Damn near, like I'm like that's almost worth it. Like just to have that. Like that, it's ingenious.
You guys can go online and like look at the way this is packaged. Like he's laying in bed in the package. Like you don't even have to open this thing. It's so fucking cool.
They have it posed and everything for you already.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, this is ingenious. It's ingenious.
That releases tomorrow or Friday the 23rd at noontime Central Time, which is 1 p.m. real time.
And then like at the Target, speaking of tomorrow, so while I was at Target and over in the collector area near the TVs, there was a worker there, and he let me know that at least the Targets over here, they are releasing pops of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, like not together, but those pops will be available on Friday.
All right, are they the Dream Team ones? Or they just...
That's a good question. He just said Jordan and Pippen. If they were Dream Team ones, that would be pretty sweet. Actually.
I know there was a Dream Team Larry Bird that was on Target's website that I ended up ordering.
So maybe that's it.
But I don't
that might be it.
think, when does it I'm actually on Target's website right now.
Yep.
When does that ship? I think it ships in like October though. So knowing Target though, that could be
the way that's how they're shipping it to you, but come to the store and we got it now.
Right. Right. Where is my purchases? Pre-ordered. I ordered it on July 2nd. Oh man. Oh, it says it's coming between July 28th and August 2nd. So yeah, that could be like the same
could
set.
Be. Yep.
You could have done a bunch of Dream Team 92.
Right. Like the team. Yep.
If anybody, by the way, if anybody's interested in the Dream Team starting lineup set, I have that and I don't need it. I wanted it last summer and I got hard for it and I came across a good deal and I ended up buying it. And now I'm just like, I don't really have the space for this. So
and the Olympics coming up.
Yeah. Maybe I'll put that on eBay then, but slide into the DMs if you're interested. I might be willing. I'm going to part with it and I'll give you a good price.
I think maybe I'll do a unboxing here. Like I have some starting lineups that I haven't opened yet with like, I got Michael Johnson. I got not Carlos, but Jesse Owens. I think I have a Flojo. So, so I'm like, I think that'll be kind of cool for the Olympics to open those.
I can't get over this Wolverine. I'm still looking at it.
Yeah, it's dope. It's really dope.
It really is, man. Oh, I'm so tempted because Wolverine's my favorite too. Like I feel like I feel like I need this. I gotta sleep on it. Oh man. Anyway.
Now if Hot Toys can just make you Make a Wolverine here.
Yeah, that's true. That's like the gateway drug to to the hot toys. All right, man. We still got a lot of show left here. Let's get through this. Let's do this week's this or that real quick.
All right.
This one was kind of a layup, and I kind of thought it was going to be, but I loved people's comments. I was just curious. I threw it out there. I did San Diego Comic-Con Mr. T versus San Diego Comic-Con Macho Man Slim Jim Macho Man. Macho Man won in a landslide, but a lot of love from the people who voted. A lot of love
for T.
A lot of love for Mr. T for sure. Which I think is good because I bought that Mr. T, but then I just felt like the Roddy Piper and Mr. T 2-pack was like more it fit more with what I connected with. Right. I'm trying to pull up what the results were. Which one did you vote for?
I voted for T. Like that figure I actually got from you, and it's on my, like, if you're folks on YouTube, he's up there on the shelf where you see Iron Man, and then to the left of Iron Man you'll see Kerry Von Erich, and then from the left of Kerry Von Erich is Mr. T.
Gotcha.
So on the top, the very top shelf, and right next to the banner. So I voted for that figure. I like just everything about it. Like it looked like I guess because I guess nostalgia for me was that WrestleMania 1 video cassette, so like, and and seeing the artwork on it and everything, and T, like, with his signature jewelry on, he's pointing at the, the camera. So that's what grabbed me about that figure. I just wasn't like I like to snap into the Slim Jim commercials like everybody else, but it wasn't something that made me want to go run out and get a Macho Man.
Yep.
So that's why that ended up being the vote for me.
There was a lot of people who like messaged us or responded to our tweets or our Instagrams and agreed with you. They felt the same way, that like that is an iconic looking Mr. T. The box, everything was just a home run. I felt the same way about Macho Man though. Like, and I think that's kind of like,
it's not definitely an era. It's an era for Macho Man.
Yeah. And there's not a huge age gap between us, but I think that is, the difference there is like that Macho Man, I think felt the same way to me. It was like those Macho Man Slim Jim commercials were so iconic to my childhood that I was just like, I have to have this. I voted for Macho Man, 84% on Instagram, 16% for Mr. T. And then on Twitter, it was, let's see here. Where is my poll? I am slacking here. We got a lot of notifications. That's a problem on Twitter. We're very popular.
I'm about to say notifications ain't a bad thing.
Feather in our cap. We are very popular. All right, let's see here. This or that. Oh, Macho Man won 81% to 19%.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Mr. T got treated like Kofi.
Yeah, Wrestling Figure Database said clearly in the minority here, but I went with Mr. T. The Macho commercial figure just doesn't have a place in my displays, whereas the Mr. T in wrestling gear does. I also don't think they ever got a Macho Man head scan completely right, and this Mr. T is A+. That's a good point. Macho Man sometimes looks a little wonky. But yeah, that was a tough one. It's kind of funny. The Major Brothers brought this up. Like, if you go back to the wrestling San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, it was like the Shark was one of the exclusives a couple of years ago, and it was like it was like impossible to get. I have it, thank God, because I need a Shark figure. Someone Red Rooster was like one, Isaac Yankem was one, and now like I think they're just knocking them out of the park. Clearly, they sold out in 3 minutes. So
right.
All right, DJ, weekly purchases, man. What you got?
Man, so I'll start with like kind of some of the technical stuff here. So so those watching on YouTube, you see my mic is now I got the little arm to hold up my microphone
like this.
Yeah, exactly. And I got some bowling shoes. I like having I have my own bowling ball too. I should take a picture of it. It's pretty cool.
I have my own bowling ball actually.
Oh, you do?
I actually have Puma bowling shoes.
There we go.
Oh man, Zach is gonna have a field day with this. that I stole from a bowling alley
Oh God. Yeah.
in Boston. Whoa, you had those like readily available.
So bowling shoe.
That's awesome. Yeah, so my 30th birthday party, my wife threw like this big thing up in Boston for me at a bar called Jillian's, which has bowling.
Yeah, I've been to Jillian's.
Yeah, and they had Puma bowling shoes. I was like, these are dope.
Damn. Yeah.
So it's actually my wife took them when I was taking them off. She took them and put them in her purse, and we walked out.
Oh, there we go. So
now I have Puma bowling shoes. Yeah, it was a little tag team effort. Happy birthday to me.
All I need in this life is sin. Okay, so
and I got a ball because I did a league, and like one of the prizes at the end, like you paid $8 a week or something like that for 8 weeks. You got a ball at the end of it.
So is it like anything on the ball?
I have Paradise engraved in it, actually.
All right. So mine is it has the Scream face on it, like from the movie
nice.
Scream. Yeah. And then
Hello,
and then
Sydney.
and then it has my fingers, like like it's custom for my fingers.
Nice. Fun fact, I used to DJ in a bowling alley. Actually, up until COVID, I did. From 2003 until COVID, I DJ'd in a bowling alley on Friday nights.
Yeah, I love bowling.
I love bowling. Honestly, I enjoy bowling a lot.
Yeah, we might do that next time I come.
Yeah, hell
bring
yeah.
my ball next time I go over there.
Hell yeah.
And then I got as folks know, I went to Vegas, and
you got herpes.
No, thank God. No, I ended up winning a couple bucks.
Nice.
So I was like, okay, I got really Dodger crazy, like on this particular week. Like, so first off, the shirt I'm wearing,
homage, baby.
Yeah, homage, unrelated to Vegas, of course, but homage, the NBA Jam at the MLB Jam, we could say. You got Mookie and Bellinger as the Dodger 2. I know I know Mike Lanham is gonna love this part of the show. So I have 2 jerseys here. So one of these I ordered from a site that I found, right, that was selling these jerseys at a nicer price than I was seeing. And it came pretty quickly. I thought it would come from Taiwan or something and take a while. But so this is the one I ordered from Taiwan. So Jackie Robinson. I would say the only difference with this one is the size. I
was gonna ask how it fit.
Yeah. So the size, even though I like having a 44. Because I don't like it going all the way to my knees, so but their version of a 44 is a little bit smaller, right? So, and it's going to be fine because I wear it open I'm going to be wearing this shirt underneath and etc. But when I won some money, I got excited and I found a jersey store in the mall at the casino that did customs. So this is the Dodger jersey I got from there, right? So now it's my size. And look at the 42 that I got on the back of this one.
That's pretty sweet.
All right. And so what I liked about this one is that I told them, I said, look, I want a real Jackie Robinson jersey. Like Jackie Robinson, they didn't wear their names on their shirt. So I was like, so I'm going to save you the time. You don't have to put a name on the back of this. I just want a 42. And this person was nice enough. They found 42 with the gold trim like they had in the jerseys that they were wearing in the last World Series.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Now, so I'm in Vegas. So do you know where these numbers really came from?
The Golden Knights.
Correct.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah. So good idea on that person. I wanted to, Erica at the Lids store in the Caesar shop. Thank you.
Nice.
So yeah, that was my weekly purchases. I had some fun in Vegas. Like I said, I was able to pay for that jersey and my trip on the money that I won.
Damn, nice. Yeah. Good for you, man. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. I bought jerseys from China once. I know you said you bought that other one from Taiwan, and I was all excited, and I was like, I got a Teddy Bruschi Patriots jersey, and then it came in the mail, and like the font was like 2 different fonts on the name in the back. And now we'll go to and it was like $25. So you get what you pay for, but like we'll go to a game now and I'll be walking with my wife and I'm like, China jersey. I can like point them out.
Right.
I got a Red Sox one to give away at one of my friends, Jack and Jill's, and there's like a raffle prize. Right. And it was a Red Sox one, and I actually won it back. And the fit, like you said, man, it was like a V-neck. It was like, and baseball jerseys, I mean, they're supposed to be, you unbutton them or whatever, but like it was like whoop, like way too. I was like, this is no good. I ended up selling it on eBay, but as far as my weekly purchases go, I had a really, really slow week. I got my Pro Wrestling Tees sale order in. I got my Coming Down the Aisle shirt. I bought one of our shirts. Right. I bought
he made me want the Raw is War one. Like when I saw it on the video, I'm like, damn, that made me what that?
That is one of my favorite logos that we have is the Raw is War. It just fits perfect. Running pod, Raw is War. Yep. And then I got the arcade shirt that we have that Zachy golfed through together for us. I got the yellow print with the navy blue shirt. So it looks pretty good. Haven't worn it yet. I'll probably wear it actually this weekend, but and then the only other thing I got, and I have to pull this up on Twitter here because I got it on Twitter. I got it from Doing the Favor podcast. They've retweeted our stuff here. Mike Lanham actually tagged me in this. You guys know that I am trying to finish my Hasbro collection. Yes. I got Ultimate Warrior #2, which I already had, but mine had the doo-doo nose, where like the nose is broken. This one, the nose is clean as hell. This is like a brand new out of the package.
And the face paint.
Yep, the face paint's great. This is like not played with. It's like right out of the package. A little sticky on the actions, but I mean, it's going on display.
I'm about to say, and probably from being still for so many years.
Right, it's going on display in my Detolf. So that's all I got was the 2 shirts, and I did do I got a collar and elbow order, a t-shirt and a hoodie. So that was it, man.
Works.
That was it. That was probably one of my smaller weeks. All right, man, we are at just about 2 hours. So here's what I'm going to suggest. We'll jump into Falls Count Anywhere. We're going to do some live producing here.
Right.
But we're going to skip power rankings. We're just going to go into what we're going to do. Falls Count Anywhere, but we're just gonna do what you watching. You cool with that?
All right.
We'll save our power rankings topic for another show.
Yeah, because that one, it's gonna be I think we're gonna have some more controversy on this next on that power ranking.
Absolutely. So let's jump into it. This is Falls Count Anywhere. Falls Count Anywhere is brought to you by figtees.co.uk. Use the code RUN15 for 15% off any order. They make custom t-shirts for your action figures. Give them a follow over on Twitter as well. They are hilarious. They have great takes on wrestling.
Yes, dude.
So DJ, as we get ready to wrap things up here, what you watching?
Man, so some more catch up for my, as I have my daughter and she'll tell me she hasn't seen something. I'm like, what? So I'm trying to raise a well-rounded person here. So, so one of the movies we watched was Bad Grandpa.
Nice.
Head of State. And of course while we were in Vegas, we watched using my HBO Max, we watched Space Jam Legacy.
Wait, was your daughter with you in Vegas?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like a whole thing. Like I had me, my two, so the cousin's house that I was recording at last week, they were all part of it, and their daughters were with them, and they're teenagers, so we were able to say, okay, here's a few bucks, get away from me for a while.
Yep.
And then let dad go to work here.
And that was just at the strip club. No, I'm just kidding.
And during the recording, my family was they were just you guys couldn't see it, of course, but just all these smiling faces of being so excited about watching me record the podcast.
That's awesome.
So that was fun.
Very cool.
Yeah. So Space Jam Legacy, we could, I think you might have seen it too. We can go back and forth about that.
Yeah. So
and then we watch, and then before you go, before you go, and then we watch some GI Joe cartoons to get her ready for to watch Snake Eyes.
I love
tomorrow.
that. I love that. My kid was asking about Snake Eyes when we went to see Black Widow. He was asking about Snake Eyes. And I think we're gonna go see it. I didn't realize it was coming out this weekend, but I think we're gonna go see it at some point
tomorrow.
Yeah. So yes, I didn't realize you could watch. I'm an idiot. I didn't realize you could watch Space Jam on HBO Max. So I'm like, oh, we got to find time to, I got to find time to take you to the movie to go see Space Jam. And he went over to a friend's house the other night and he's like, guess what we watched? And I was like, what? He's like, Space Jam. I was like, what? So I text the mom of his friends who he was at. I was like, how'd you guys watch Space Jam? She's like, oh, it's on HBO Max. Cool. So threw on HBO Max, and I've been paying for HBO Max for like 6 months. This is the first time I actually used it.
That's funny.
And we watched Space Jam. What'd you think of it?
I'm gonna say I liked the Michael Jordan one better.
Yeah, I didn't really like. I mean, my kids loved it. My kid loved it. He's watched like 5 or 6 times already.
Right.
And I feel like I failed as a dad because he's asking me about all these Looney Tune characters.
Oh,
like he never watched Looney Tunes.
It's not as popular now. Like it's not.
And it's like so Lego, he loves like the little minifigs that are like blind bags at Target, Walmart, wherever.
Right.
And there's a Looney Tunes wave right now. So we went and I let him pick. I grab, our usual thing is I'll grab a bag and he grabs a bag. And we try to feel like who is who. And I'm like, oh man, I want Marvin the Martian. I want, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. And he's like, oh, I only want Roadrunner. And that's because that's all he knew besides Bugs Bunny. He knew Bugs Bunny. Right. And I was like, what? All you know is, I'm like, you don't know any of these other guys? So he opens, actually I have one of them right here. He opens it and gets Speedy Gonzalez. He's like, oh, wait, who's this guy with cheese? I'm like, that's Speedy Gonzalez, man.
He's just as fast as Roadrunner.
Yeah. So through Space Jam, I'm trying to teach him about these characters.
That's funny.
And watch the movie. And I honestly, God, it has nothing to do with LeBron being in it. I just thought it was like cheesy. Thought it didn't. So I thought it was going to be good. I wanted it to be good. I thought it was going to be good, and it didn't live up to the Space Jam name.
No. So 2 things that took me out of it. One, the plot hole of you're able to use the entire WB universe, and you go with and you go to Looney Tunes. Yeah, you let Bugs Bunny talk you into all Looney Tunes. Let me tell you, I'm like, no Bugs. We're getting Superman. We're getting King Kong. We're getting and then and then the fact that they didn't really play basketball.
No.
That was the thing that kind of got to me.
It was just there was so many loopholes. I did think it was awesome how the whole WB universe was behind them while they're playing. I thought that was kind of cool. Like I
like the crowd. The crowd was dope.
Yeah, I kept looking for characters back there. Like Pennywise is back there. There's so many characters that you kind of forget are.
They even had the Joaquin Phoenix Joker in the crowd. I was like, what?
So it was just it was all right. That part was all right. But the actual storyline and everything, I was just like, meh, I'm good. But
so that was the thing. They didn't play basketball.
I'm excited to see how Snake Eyes is going to be.
It's been getting decent score. It's got better scores than the other G.I. Joe movies. I'll tell you that.
That's not saying much.
So basically, they just told at least there's a coherent story here.
Yeah. I am gonna try to take my kid to see that. I think I'm gonna try to take a day off from work next week or something, and try to go see that if he's up for it. So, All right, man. I think that's about it. We got some shout outs here. I think that's everything. Yeah, shout outs. We got, of course, the Fig Cave podcast. Our boy Phil Gentile. He actually just interviewed one of our former guests, Fig Heel.
Nice.
So make sure you check out that. And of course, when I ordered those collar and elbow shirts that I ordered this week, I used the code CAVE for 10% off.
There we go.
Collar and elbow shirts are awesome. They have some awesome sales over there. Of course, Jack from Figure Collections, make sure you check his sites out, as we talked about. And of course, be ready because there is a Figure Collections exclusive coming. You're probably going to want it. I had the coolest thing about this exclusive, not to toot my own horn here, but I had some say in the design of it. So I will definitely be grabbing it. More on that to come. But definitely keep an eye out to our Instagram and Twitter and his as well. It's Figure_Collections. And then what else we got here for shout outs? Of course, Kenny's show, the Call Up, WrestleGeddon podcast coming down the aisle. Our boy John Swallow, Turnbuckle Tavern. Also, again, I'm going to be on their show at some point. DJ, I don't know if they've reached out to you yet, but I know they're planning on doing so.
I bet you it's coming. Yep.
My schedule has just been insane with my kids' baseball, my own hockey. We've been playing on Tuesday nights to try to jam some games in, and it's been nuts. So
eventually, here I am on summer break, and I'm like, guys, you can call me at 11 in the morning. I'll be. That's about when I roll out of bed. We gotta
get them to reach out to you guys to you. So. WrestleGeddon podcast, Turnbuckle Tavern, buy, sell, trade toys, Keystone Collectibles. They're on Instagram as well. Look them up. If you're buying anything, use the code RUN10 for 10% off. We mentioned Heroes Hideout as well. Use the code RUN space in for 10% off there. Again, you can use our website.
I'm about to say all that's on the website if you weren't.
runinpod.com. I messed around with our Twitch. I actually got to follow it.
I did too. I followed her.
Next week, I think we should do a live Twitch show. How do you feel about that? While we're recording, we'll record normal, but we'll just have it stream live to Twitch. If you guys want to follow along, you can go to twitch.tv/the Run-In-Podcast. We can
I like it.
Do this show live on Twitch.
Yeah, I was looking at that as I was looking for our own podcast. I was like, wait, look at all these podcasts that are going on here.
Mike Lanham's been streaming some games on there. I keep meaning to get the login from him, just do some streaming of the show and Retromania and some stuff like that. So
MLB.
Yeah, he's been doing some fun stuff on there. ProWrestlingTees.com/RunInPod. Our Instagram is at the Run-In-Pod. Of course, now we have 1,000 followers. I can't believe that. And of course, we have a giveaway with Barrio Toys, which is BARRIOTOYS. Follow them, follow us, follow Buy Sell Trade Toys. We're going to pick 3 winners next week on our show. One of you is getting a Sammy Guevara autographed 8x10 from Barrio Toys. One of you is getting the latest Aleister Black Elite, and one of you is going to get an Eddie Guerrero Legends Elite as well. So all you got to do is follow those 3 and then share our post, tag 3 friends, and you're entered. All right? That's all you got to do. And then you can follow along on Twitter as well. Our Twitter is at Run-In Podcast. My Twitter is at Tommy Paradise, as well as my Instagram. I don't have my own Twitch yet. And honestly, I don't even really use my own Twitter and my own Instagram. I use the pods.
I think you're on the pods more
than I am my own. So don't even bother following me over there, or do whatever.
Whatever. You sound like Orange Cassidy. Whatever.
YouTube.com/the Run-In Podcast. DJ, hit them with yours, my man.
So for Instagram and Twitter, I am Figknight27, FIGKNIGHT 27, and the same goes for my Twitch. I've been playing a little baseball. Sometimes I'll still throw on some Mass Effect. Pretty soon I'm gonna get Ratchet and Clank and start to run around on that, including some of the other games that are I'm pretty excited about some more of these action games that are coming out, and I will go on there and shoot some folks for your entertainment.
I just bought this is very exciting. You guys are going to want to watch this on Twitch. I promise. I just bought on Amazon. I had a gift card
Okay.
And I bought PGA Tour 2K21.
Oh, here we go.
You guys you think watching golf on TV is boring? You guys come watch me play golf on PlayStation, on Twitch.
Watch them hit balls into the digital lake.
That's right. I got a question about Twitch. How do we talk on Twitch? Do I have to get a headset?
You probably do. Or actually, the controller. The controller
okay.
has a
All
mic on it.
Maybe I'll go get a $5 headset from Five Below or something.
I'll get you the...
No, I don't got that kind of money. I didn't win in Vegas. I don't got that kind of money, but I'm about to spend $250 on a ring that I don't even want.
And another 200 on a Wolverine.
No, I'm not getting Wolverine.
Holding a picture.
I'm not getting Wolverine. If that was like a Marvel Legend, like $30 figure, $40 figure, I would do that. I'm not going to spend the $200 on that.
Yeah, it's a little pricey.
Especially since like my Marvel Legends are just packed away right now. So
right.
I got nowhere to put Wolverine. So Logan.
All
right, guys.
Hot Toys are gonna hook you up in a minute.
Oh, if they did that. All right, guys. This has been the Run-In Podcast. Enjoy ComicCon week. Good luck getting everything that you want to get.
Yes.
I mean, there's still some stuff out there that you can order. Check out our Instagram. We got a guide for you guys through the week, and hopefully everybody gets what they want. Hopefully we got some badass reveals. We'll talk about them all next week. Thank you guys for listening. This has been the Run-In Podcast. Good night.
Good night.